All right. Hey guys, it's Miss Bonzapore again, your favorite 6th grade math teacher, and I am ready to do this box and whisker practice problem. You guys had to do this yesterday, so if you could find where you did it, or if you just want to take a look at this video to make sure you understand how to do one, that's perfect. So first off, we have the data. We have to put them least to greatest. So I'm going to look here, make sure, I'm going to put this 9, 10, and 12 down here, because I hope you guys didn't forget that, because then that would be a big thing. So I'm going to put those down here. Then I'm going to go least to greatest. So I have a 7, okay, then I had 8, and I had 2 of them. I have a 9. Do I have any other 9s? Nope. Then I have a 10, actually 2 10s, okay. Then an 11, nope, but I got 2 12s, 12 and 12. Then I got a 13, and it looks like I have 1, 2, 3 14s. Ooh, okay, let me just confirm it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start off with lower extreme. Lower extreme is the lowest number, 7. Upper extreme, 14. So far we have 2 out of the 5 big points. Okay, because remember I had boxed these yesterday and said don't worry about those to put them on here. It was just extra questions. All right, lower quartile and upper quartile we cannot do until we find the median. So median, I keep saying medium, sorry. Median, 1, 2, cross them off. High and low, high, low, high, low. Okay, now, we did not talk about this one yesterday, so this actually might be one that you need to definitely take a look at it if you didn't get this. 10 and 12 are in the middle. What do we have to do when there's 2 numbers in the middle? We have to add them up. 10 plus 12 is 22. Divide by 2 is 11. Okay, guys, 11 is the median. That means we did not use the 10. So that 10 is going to be included in the lower quartile. So you have these numbers in the lower quartile. That 10 should have gone in here. So now I have a 7 and a 10, 8 and a 10. In between here is an 8 and 9 in between there. So the lower quartile is 8.5. How did I get that? Added 8 and 9 together, 17, and divide by 2, because there was 2 in the middle. Okay, so this is what happens when we have a number, the median is not one of the numbers that we land on. It's one that's straight in the middle. So for the upper, I'm going to include the 12, and I'm going to go high, low, and high, low, and high, and I have 13 and 14. So I have 13.5 here, and it's okay to have a decimal. So to go back, if you all did this, and you said that the median was 11, but then you didn't include the 10 with the lower, and the 12 with the upper, then these 2 are going to be incorrect. Okay, so just make sure that if you do not use that number, on the example from yesterday, I have it out here, the example from yesterday, we used the median, so that's why I crossed it off. Okay, if you use it, then it's done. In this case, I did not use the 10 or the 12. I had to make it an 11. So then this 10 went lower, this 12 went upper. All right, so now that I have my data, it's time to do just like a line plot. I'm not going to go crazy with my numbers on the line. I have a high of 7 and a low of 14. So I'm going to start with 7, and I'm going to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Let's make sure we title our chart. Our title is the fish, so we'll just say fish lengths. Okay. Now it's time to do our 5 dots. So I have my LE, my upper extreme. I have a lower quartile. Yes, it's 8.5, so I got to put it between here. So that's 8.5 there, 13.5, and then I have the 11. Okay, so there are my 5 points. I'm going to box the quartiles, the lower and the upper quartile. I'm going to put a line straight down the median, and then I have my whiskers that go to the upper extreme and the lower extreme. and I have my 4 sections that are 25% of the data. So 25% were between 7 and 8.5, the fish. 25% of the data was between 8.5 and 11. 25% of the data was between 11 and 13.5. And look at this, wow. 25% was just between 13.5 and 14. Okay, so that's very close. Okay, a lot of numbers between here. This probably was most of the numbers because you have 25%, but you only have 13.5 to 14. So it had to be either one, and that was the most. Now, to go to these extra ones, I'm not plotting them on the box and whisker. To get the range, we do, what is that? 14 minus 7, upper extreme minus lower extreme. To get the IQR, we do quartile 3 minus quartile 1. What was quartile 3? 13.5 minus 8.5. So that's 0. 13 minus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 13, is that 6? No, not 6. 5, yes. So inner quartile is 5. Okay, so once again, these were just extra questions that you can ask based off the data, but the box and whisker plot was lower extreme, lower quartile, the median, upper quartile, and the lower extreme. So if you got this incorrect because of the lower quartile and upper quartile, it was because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We had an even amount of data. When there's an even amount of data, that means you don't use those numbers, but it's going to be the one in between. So that was the median, and we had to use the lower and upper quartile for the numbers. If the data is odd, like the one we did yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you just cross that middle one off, that's your median, and use the lower and the upper to get your quartiles. Okay, so there's a difference if you have an odd number or an even number. But that is it for box and whiskers. So what you're going to do today is you're going to work on your peach book. Okay, you're going to do some practice problems that include box and whisker practice work. Make sure that you are listening to listen to the podcast too, because that can also help you refresh your memory before you get into the forms. I'll be online from 10:30 to 12 if you have any questions on box and whisker, and then I'll be back also tomorrow when we have a review over all of Unit 6. So I'll be online to help you all out tomorrow too. But like I always say, miss you all, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.